What the fuck do you mean maybe in another life? There is no other life. There's no sequel, no reboot, no version 2 where you're braver and the timing finally works out. There's this. There's the body you're in and the brain you woke up with and the circumstances you didn't choose. And that's the entire inventory. You're not waiting for your real life to start. You're inside it. And it's been running the whole time you've been talking about it. You keep a parallel version of yourself alive in your head. The one who would have done it if things were different. Different parents, different timing, different body, different town, different decade, different luck. That imaginary person is braver than you, sharper than you, more disciplined than you. And crucially, they don't exist. They've never done a single thing. They've never made a single phone call. They've never risked a single rejection. And yet somehow, in the accounting of your own life, you keep giving them credit. You keep pointing at them when you fall short. In another life, you say, and what you mean is, spare me the verdict on this one. Every time you were about to do something and didn't, the parallel version did it. They went to the school you didn't apply to. They moved to the city you drove through once and never came back to. They asked the person out. They quit the job the week they realized they hated it. They started the business. They wrote the thing. They sent the message you're still drafting in your head 6 months later. And they walked off into a future you can picture in forensic detail. You know exactly what their apartment looks like. You know what they'd be wearing today. And you've never once asked yourself why the imaginary version of you has so much more specificity than the real one. Because that's what maybe in another life actually is, stripped of its gentle packaging. It's a preemptive alibi. You keep the parallel version alive so you can't be judged against the real one. You can't be judged against the real one because judgment would force a verdict. And you avoid the verdict because you already know what it is. If the real version is hypothetical, it can't fail. It stays perfect forever. You've built yourself an exit hatch out of your own life, and you've been using it every single time things get hard. In another life, it's not a dream, it's an alibi. And it's been working so well for so long that you've started to believe it's just how you talk. If I'd started sooner, once the kids are older, when I've saved enough, when things calm down, every single one of these is the same sentence wearing different shit. They all do the same job. They all outsource the responsibility to a condition that hasn't arrived, might not arrive, and crucially doesn't need to arrive. Because the sentence has already done its work the moment you said it. You've handed yourself a reason. The reason absolves you. And you can go back to your evening without the discomfort of having to look at what you're actually avoiding. You're not making excuses. You're running a script. And the script is designed to keep you exactly where you are. So let's be honest about what you're actually waiting for, because better conditions is a lie you've been repeating without inspecting. You're not waiting for the perfect moment. You're waiting to become a person who isn't scared, and that person is never arriving. Fear is not a bug in the operating system. It is the operating system. Everyone doing the thing you want to do is doing it afraid. The entrepreneurs you admire are afraid. The writers you read are afraid. The people who moved cities and started over and walked away from the wrong life are afraid. The difference is not that they're braver than you. The difference is that they stopped waiting for the fear to leave before they moved. You're still waiting, and you're calling that waiting preparation. It isn't. It's the longest fucking running scam you've ever pulled on yourself. And here's something you probably haven't sat with, because it implicates more than just you. You didn't invent maybe in another life. You inherited it. Someone in your family said it first and said it often, and lived it until the phrase hardened into a lifestyle. It was a father who had the idea but never started the business. A mother who had the voice but never sang outside the kitchen.